Hey guys, what's up? So me and Brennan are going to be working on this little beast today. Give it, just do a full service on it. I was reading last night on some forums because when I checked the oil the other night, I noticed that, we're getting up there in hours. We're at 52 and a half. I bought it at 20.7, I change the oil every 6 hours like the manual says to. Just to, go protocol with it, just make sure everything's good to go. But the other night when I was changing the oil, or when I was checking the oil, make sure we were still good on it, I noticed that it smelled like fuel. So I went on, I was looking at some forums, and I came to two conclusions. It's either blow by piston rings because they're worn, or it's just because of how long the oil's been in there, which it's been about 4.5 hours now. So it could be that as well. I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to buy some oil. We're going to buy filters. I'm going to get the air filter. I'm going to do all that today and go from there, guys. So pretty much at this moment in time, and then from there on out, I'm going to check the oil after every single ride. And if it smells like gas, first, second ride, then we know it's getting blow by pistons, or the rings. So pretty much it's just going to be a trial and error type thing to figure out what's going on with it. Because the last thing I want to do is sacrifice a $1,300 motor, because I can't afford that right now. The bike runs great. I don't have any issues with it, nothing like that. So I just want to, we're going to go over that and figure it out, and then we'll go from there, guys. We'll be right back. I'm going to start tearing into this thing. Maybe Brennan will videotape a little bit for me since he's here, and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, took the fairings off, took plastics off the back end, took the seat off, pulled the air filter out here, which is in just, let me tell you, lovely condition, guys. It's so beautiful. It's tearing and shit. It's in great shape, guys. So, guys, swap that out and we'll be good to go. Before we run to the shop, I guess I'm going to change the oil. I'm going to take the oil out, drain the oil, take the filter out and stuff, and just get that ready just so we can come home and just throw new oil in it. Now, of course, today it's got to be raining. Of all days, it's got to be raining. So, hopefully that quits here pretty soon, because that'd be really nice to, be able to come home and put the oil in it and take it for a ride. But if not, I'll just start it, let it warm up, and then shut it off, and then I'll smell the oil and stuff, because I'm just trying to make sure it's all good. Now the cool thing about these bikes being fuel injected and stuff like that is this clip right here, I can pull that off and plug in, instead of plugging it in up here, I can plug in. It came with two little shorty adapters. It comes with like a lean plug, and it comes with a rich plug, and it's just like this. You just plug it in. It's all electronic. It just completely changes your fuel map on the bike itself, and it makes it really cool. I haven't messed with it at all because I'm not too concerned about it, because no matter what, I'm not really racing the bike. I mean, I go to tracks and stuff, but I'm not out to beat the guts out of the thing and on the track every day in and out. I mean, when I ride hard. If you guys have watched any of the videos, I don't pussyfoot the bike around, but I'm also not out here to destroy it the same day I fix it. So, but all right, guys. So I'm gonna drain the oil on this thing, and then we're gonna end up running to the shop and stuff. And I'll just grab a couple clips for you guys. We'll be good to go from there. All right, guys. I will be right back. Alright, guys, so we're going to head over to the shop now. I drained the oil and everything, and it doesn't really even look like oil anymore. So I'm going to talk to the builder over there and see what he thinks, and go from there, and I'll give you guys an update, because you can tell it does not look like oil. Honest to God, I may have messed up. I may have ran it over the 6 hour mark without paying attention, because I don't remember the last time I changed it. But it smells like straight gas, looks like complete ass. The filter's crooked, there's all sorts of shit. There's no chunks, there's no shavings, anything like that. So motor internally is fine, but I got to figure out why it's doing this. It must have. I really hope it doesn't, but I'm leaning towards blow by on piston. I'm really hoping not, because I don't really have the money to do that. But if I have to, I have to, because I'm not going to blow the thing up. But all right, guys, we'll be catching back up with you shortly. We're gonna go. It's about a half-hour drive. We'll be back, and then we'll see what I'll fill you guys in on what the builder had to say, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, what's up? We just got back from the shop, and so I mean, not really the best news I could have imagined, but I mean, I was leaning towards it in the first place, so I'm just we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna play it by just riding the bike and seeing what it does. But he basically told me that it's getting water somewhere, and it's probably having blow by on the pistons, or it's just old oil. It could be, because I mean, the recommended change time is every 6 hours, but the guy that writes the manual is not somebody that's riding the bikes every day. So the way I ride pretty hard, so he said I should probably start changing it like every 2.5, every 3 hours, depending on what I'm doing with the bike, and go from there. So I'm gonna change the oil. Went and got my favorite oil to run in these bikes. Got my filter, my new air filter, and my new oil filters just for now, just to, you know, change the oil frequently here. I had a couple extra here at the house now, so I'm gonna change the oil on this thing, and then I'm just gonna pay really close attention to it. He said if it's having blow by with the rings, it should smoke a little bit, and I haven't noticed it smoking at all. So there is another little thing. I don't know. So we're gonna dig into this thing, and we'll get there, and we'll figure it out, and we'll just have to go from there once I start figuring things out, guys. I'm hoping it's nothing serious, because I really didn't want to get rid of the bike, and I really didn't want to have to rebuild it, because either way it's expensive, whichever way I got to go there. So we'll figure it out, guys. All right, guys, so we got the bike, we got the oil changed real good. Oil's changed over, it's set in stone, got the air filter in, good to go. So we're ready to rock and roll here. I'm going to assemble the bike. I'm going to have Brennan film here before he heads out. And here we go, guys. Here, Brennan.
Mini truck gang.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said mini truck gang.
You know, all the about the year I've owned this, I've never pulled the plastics off of it. Never needed to. Oh, I didn't even have to today. There's the impact burn right over there. Yep. Good. Oh man. Alright guys, so there's that. I'm going to walk inside here quick, grab my helmet, and then I'm going to take her for a little rip. All right, guys. So, I mean, it's running fine. I'm gonna pop that screw loose. I'm gonna check the oil, make sure we're good to go. And that'll be pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't, I'll keep updates on here as I'm riding it and stuff, but I mean, but the bike runs fine, as you guys can tell. There's no stutter in it. There's no anything wrong, you know. It runs perfectly fine.
No smoke.
No smoke at all, as Brennan just said. He qualified for me. He's the one watching me ride it. Obviously, when I'm on it, I'm not looking behind me. But if he's standing here watching me riding it and he's saying no smoke, then there's no smoke. You know? So I'm just really confused, guys. I'm hoping I just went a couple hours over and it didn't damage anything, because like I said, thing runs fine. It doesn't smoke, it doesn't nothing. So it doesn't make sense that we're having these issues. But later on, guys, there'll be a lot more to come with this thing.